What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Zero Lab. Today, we're just going to grind some games on the ladder with one of my favorite decks in Pokemon TCG Pocket, which is Wigglytuff Weezing. I think this deck is really fun and can be very strong when it sets up and you're drawing well. And obviously that is an issue in TCG Pocket, is maybe the consistency of evolution decks. Things like Pikachu seem to just be the strongest decks in the game right now. And the meta is getting a little bit stale, so I just want to grind games on the ladder a little bit with Wigglytuff Weezing, and honestly, I'm just going to complain about the game a little bit. I think that a lot of people are getting to the point here where they're sort of wondering what the point of continuing playing the game is, and we're seeing a lot of this discourse online. Obviously, there was a big Reddit post that we talked about earlier in the week. A bunch of my friends have been messaging me and just saying, the game is so boring, I'm so over it. And that's sad, because I actually really enjoyed the game, and I really think that it has a ton of potential, and I just want people to be having fun with it. I want it to be a big deal, you know? I want everyone to be talking about how great TCG Pocket is instead of how boring it is and how pointless it feels to play the game. I think one of the issues with the game right now is the meta is pretty stale. It just really is, honestly. We need more cards in the game to make the game more fun. And luckily there's a new set coming out in a couple of weeks here in December. But until then, it just feels like, you know, we're just kind of stuck in sort of this boring meta where there's just obviously if you want to win, you just play Pikachu EX, maybe Mewtwo. Otherwise, you're just playing to have fun, which is great, but it's not a lot of fun when you just know that if you go up against a Pikachu and they go second, like, there's just not much you can do, even if you're like a fighting deck. I know people like to imagine that their pet deck can beat Pikachu, but that's usually just not the case. Yeah, I just think that the game needs a lot of things. First of all, a meta shakeup. We need evolution search in the game ASAP. We need some more stage 1 EXs with like 1 energy attack costs that can do you know, cooler things so that going first isn't as bad. I think the only EX right now that we have that is a stage 1 with a 1 energy attack cost is Executor, and that card is okay. It's okay. I think that card would just be better if it did 60 for 1 instead of 40 plus 40 more if you flip heads. The flipping heads just you know, that card's super good when you flip heads and pretty mid when you don't. If it just did 60 for 1 energy, then it could just be good instead of being like mid. Yeah, like obviously Weezing is a super good card in the game. It's a stage 1 with a 1 energy attack cost and an interesting ability. I think we need more stage 1s like that in the game. We need a meta shakeup. We need, I keep going on about it, but I think we really need evolution search in the game. I think it would be cool to potentially, if there was maybe another draw card in the game, or even maybe like a Pokemon with a draw ability in the game where maybe you flip a coin of heads, you draw an extra card. Something like that would be potentially cool. Bench the Jigglypuff, attach to it. We'll get the knockout here on the Persian. Yeah, so I just think we need a big meta shakeup, and I'm really excited for the new set. I hope that can be I hope that can be really exciting. I hope there's some good cards in there. It's 2 weeks out about from that set reveal at the time of recording this video. That feels like a really long time, but it really isn't. But we haven't seen any card reveals from that set, obviously with the Venusaur event going on right now. So maybe when that event ends, we'll start to get some more information about the next set. But we just need something to spice up the game a little bit in terms of the meta for competitive enjoyers of TCG Pocket. Now, the other thing that I think the game needs is a reason to battle. There's only one reason to battle in the game right now, or there's 2 reasons. There's 2 things you get out of battling. You get the thanks from your opponents to get those shop tickets that you can get 6 shop tickets a day. And then there's also the XP you gained from battles. But other than that, there's no reason to battle at all. You don't get anything extra for battling. You don't make much progress towards additional additional hourglasses and things like that from battling. Sometimes there's quests and stuff when events are going on, like the Venusaur event, where you can do, you know, get extra things for battling in the Venusaur event. But the Venusaur event isn't, let's be real, it's not that fun to play in because the AI is not great and you just have to play a fire deck to beat Venusaur. So it's not really that exciting to play in that event, and that really is the only way to get rewards from battling. So one of the things I've brought up in an old video is on the old Pokemon TCG Online PTCGO for the IRL TCG before we got live. There were in-game tournaments, and you could play in these in-game tournaments by spending a certain amount of currency, and then you would play basically in like an 8-player bracketed tournament, and it was like single elimination. If you lost, you were out, but if you kept winning, you would get into the finals. And based on how you did in that tournament that was all held within the game itself, you would get more rewards. You would get rewarded with packs and that sort of stuff. And I think that would be something really cool to bring to TCG Pocket. Give us something to play for. There's been rumblings of maybe like a ranked mode, something like that, coming in like January. Again, ranked, whatever. We need rewards for battling. We need a reason to open the game every day, really, aside from just opening our 2 packs. And I want this game to be more than just like a collection simulator, right? I think that's one thing that people are really excited about it being. They're like excited to collect their TCG Pocket cards and whatever, but I think the game can be so much more than that if they put some more effort into making it fun to battle. And it is fun to battle. That's the problem. It's just the meta is stale, and when the meta is stale and there's nothing to play for when you battle, then it's hard to motivate yourself to you know, continue playing the game. And then you're kind of left trying to search for fun decks to play, but then you run up against like we said, a Pikachu deck or something like that, and you're back to square one because you're just going to lose to Pikachu with your fun deck, and that's not very fun at all, is it? Yeah, just kind of venting about the game right now. And I know this comes off as like so annoying, but I know that there's a ton of people with these feelings, and there's sort of like this toxic positivity that people have sometimes, where it's like if you're negative about the game at all, you're just being a hater and you don't want the game to succeed and you're just mad. And that's not really what it is at all. I actually love the game and I really want to see it succeed. And I think there's just obvious problems with the game right now that need to be addressed. They really need to be addressed, and I hope that they are, because I want to keep playing the game and I want to keep having fun with it, and I want it to grow into a bigger thing. I'd love to see Pokemon TCG Pocket like at Worlds. I would love to see side events at Pokemon Regionals and ICs where we can play TCG Pocket. I think that would be so cool. But right now we just can't do that. We can't do that because I don't know. I'm worried we won't be able to get to that point where we'll have really cool side events and stuff like that with TCG Pocket, because it'll just start to die slowly, really slowly. I don't think it's like dying now, but if they don't improve the game quickly, that really is just the point that we're going to get to. Which is sad, because I don't want to see that. I'm going to knock out this Jigglypuff here from that poison, so that is cool. Yeah, just venting about the game. But I really like it. I really like the game. I'm really excited about it. And I just want to see it succeed. And I'm worried at the sentiments that I've seen online, the sentiments I've seen from friends, just getting bored with it already. And obviously, you could say we're only 4 weeks into the actual launch of the game, 4.5 weeks, 5 weeks, something around there, a month in. It's early December. It launched at the start of November or at the end of October. But it is a real issue when you start to hear a lot of people already sort of getting bored of the game this early. And we've had multiple events. We've had the Lapras event. We've had the Venusaur event. We had the Fire event. We've had all of these things. We had the Chansey and Meowth event. We've had all of these things, and they haven't been enough to keep people engaged, because there's not a reason to battle. There's not a reason to battle. And the game you just need a reason to battle. because it can't just be a collection simulator. I know that some people enjoy it for that, and that's awesome. But if it's just a collection simulator, then there's no point to it in a couple months from now. People are going to get bored of opening their pack a day. They're not going to spend money on a game just to collect digital cards. There's no shot that that's going to be a long-term strategy for the game. And obviously, everyone's going to comment on this video who, they don't like the negativity and say, well, you just got to wait. It's only been a month. There's a new set coming out, all that stuff. The new set's going to be cool. I'm excited for it. I think that's going to be great. That's going to be great for the meta. But again, they need more reasons to battle in the game, more rewards, maybe a battle pass of some sort where you collect more rewards along the battle pass for complete, gaining XP from battling and that sort of stuff. We need a reason to continue playing the game and opening it up and battling. And it just can't be a collection simulator. Flipping heads on that sleep, that's super good. We haven't found a lot of basics in this matchup, but that is alright. Tackle, going to get us in the knockout on this Jigglypuff here. We should be winning this game now that we've got our Wigglytuff powered up. Greninja can obviously knock out our Weezing this turn if they want to, but and we'll just two-shot that Greninja with our Wigglytuff EX. Yeah, in summary, don't get me wrong, I really, 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 really like the game. I love the game. I want it to succeed. And I'm just worried that it won't. I'm worried that it won't because I'm seeing so many people get sick of it already. And honestly, it's not their fault because there hasn't been much to do with it in recent weeks. Once that sort of honeymoon phase of it being like the new cool thing to do wears off, you kind of start to realize like the game might be kind of boring, and they just need to add more things to do in the game. They need to add more things to do in the game for sure. Our opponent flips heads there on that Greninja to get out of the sleep, but we should still be fine here. Potion going to heal it up a little bit, but we're still doing 80, so there's just nothing they can do. Water Shuriken going to set up more damage on our Pokemon, but again, we're just winning on the next turn with that Sleepy Song attack. And there we go. Sleepy Song will get us the win here. And there is the concession from our opponent. Thank you for bearing with me as I vented in this video. I hope you don't get the wrong impression. I really am enjoying the game. I'm hoping that you all are enjoying it as well, but I think there are concerns about the future of the game with, just the sentiments we're seeing online and the trajectory of the game as a whole. I think the Venusaur event is cool, but it's not something that really captivates anyone. It's like kind of cool to get additional rewards, but as soon as you've gotten 2 of each card, are you really battling the Venusaur event anymore? Probably not. So yeah, I just think that there need to be more reasons to battle on the ladder itself. I think a battle pass. I think that in-game tournaments could be really cool as well. Just something that gives us at least minor rewards to continue battling. And then a meta shakeup with a new set will be really good for the game. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Comment down below. Tell me why I'm wrong. Comment down below. Commiserate with me if you think I'm right. But I'm really enjoying the game, and I hope you are as well, and I'm excited for the future of it. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.